Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alex at HOGWORKZ, and today we're going to be bringing you 3 new products. The first behind me is going to be an engine guard that's going to allow you to run our Rushmore style lower vented fairings. And then we're going to introduce the Rushmore style lower. This one here, we have them painted up in electric blue for our 18 Deluxe behind me. And then we're also going to show you our LED vented fairing lights. So this engine guard opens up your bike to plenty of new customization options that will completely change the look of your ride. We're in the hog pen today to show you just how easy it is to get these Rushmore style lowers, these LED vented lights, and the engine guard on your bike. So go ahead and leave us a like and subscribe, and let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is install our lower vented LED fairing lights inside our Rushmore lowers. So with a 4mm Allen bit, you're going to remove these 2 screws on the inside of the lower fairing. And then remove this cover piece here. So now that we have that removed, we're going to remove this panel here from the inside. So all we got to do here is just push these tabs out, and this panel will come out from the front here like that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Pop your tabs out. Again, we're going to run our wire through the lower inside hole, pull it all the way through, and then again, line up your tabs in the slots. The inside's going to go first, just like that, and then push the outside down. And you'll hear it snap in. Flip it over, make sure that your tabs are all clipped in, and we can go ahead and reinstall the backing plate. And again, the backing plate has a little post here. Make sure you put the slot back on the post. Okay, so now we have our LED fairing lights in our lowers. We're going to go ahead and show you guys how to install these on the engine guard on our Softail over here. We are over at the bike now. As you can see, we have our engine guard installed. If you're not sure how to do that, we have a lot of videos to show you. Real easy, it's just 3 bolts. 1 here on this side, same thing on the other side, and then there's 1 in the middle. So once you get your OEM engine guard off, you can install the HOGWORKZ engine guard with a 9/16 wrench and socket. We're gonna go ahead and remove the front gas tank bolt, and we're gonna loosen the rear. The reason we're doing that is because our connections are gonna be made under here. So if we can just tip the tank up a little bit, it will give us some more room to work in here. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Again, the front gas tank bolt we removed, and then back here. So same 9/16 wrench and socket. Again, we're just gonna loosen this up. We don't wanna take it out. The tank is gonna pivot on this bolt. So then from here, we can go back up to the front of the tank with a couple of rags, and then we can lift it up like that. Okay, so you can either, put something in between here to hold the tank up, or if you have a zip tie, you can just drop it on the ground. With the tank up, we can go ahead and just throw a zip tie around here just to the bars to hold it for you. Like that, just to get it up out of the way. Okay, so now you can see here on the side, now we can get in here and work. Not necessary, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna go ahead and just remove this clutch cable bracket to move it out of the way. And then down here, we can kind of rotate this out of the way. There's a clip down here. You can just unclip it from here too. And I think I'm gonna do is just put another little strap here just to hold it out of the way while we're working in there. And then next, with a T27, we're going to remove the brake line bracket here. Again, this is going to give us some more room to be able to get this rubber boot off and get to our connections. and then here, and then we can kind of just pull these lines out just a little bit. And then this is what we're after, is in here. So we'll pull this rubber grommet off. Okay, and then inside here is where our connections are. This is the JAE connector for the right side, labeled with a red piece of tape here. This is going to be your right side, and then on the underneath side, there's going to be another JAE connector right here. That's going to be for your left side. So we're going to put our splitter harness in here. This is a little tight, so if you have a pick tool to be able to push down on the JAE connector or a flathead screwdriver, you can just pull this guy out. And then here's our splitter harness. So we're going to put this in here like that, and then we are going to plug it into the OEM harness here. Then this third wire is going to be the wire that runs to your LED vented fairing light. Okay, so now again on the bottom here, it's going to be the left side connection. Pull that out, take your splitter, plug it in there, put the other side of the splitter into the OEM connection. So we have our left side and our right side. With the red tape on it is the right side, and then no tape is the left side. And if you do get confused or you don't have tape on here, the left side is always going to have a blue and purple wire. On the right side, it is a blue and brown wire. So it's kind of tough to see, but that's how you can tell if for whatever reason you don't have red tape on here. Purple is always left and brown is always right. All right guys, so we've made our connections for our wire harness up there by the gas tank. Now we're going to mount the lowers, but what we want to do is we need to remove this front piece. So that is done by, on the inside here, there's a screw. Okay, so with a 4mm Allen on an extension, we're gonna go ahead and remove that screw. So now what that allows us to do, removing that screw, is pull this front cover off. And then now that we have this done, we can make our connection up here to the harness. Okay, and we're working on the left side, so that's going to be this connector here. We're going to connect it here. Okay, now we are ready to install the lower fairing. So from the inside, it's going to come with this bar clamp bracket. You're going to put this in from the inside with the stud sticking out towards the front, like that. So now that we have that, I'm going to start with the bottom. Pop it right into place, just like that. So now from the outside here, so holding this clamp from the inside, we want to go ahead and put the outside of the bar clamp on, just like that. Put your nuts on. All right, so now with a 10mm socket, go ahead and just get these kind of tightened up. Don't tighten them down all the way yet, because we want to make sure we got to get a bar clamp on the bottom of this too yet. So we'll just kind of get them, you know, snug. And then when you're doing these clamps, guys, you want to kind of go, you know, you want them to be even pressure here, right? We don't want to sink the top one all the way down and then go and do the bottom one. We want to kind of do them even so that it puts even pressure on the clamp here. So we have another bar clamp here that's going to go on the bottom. It has a flat side and then a bent side. The flat side, you're going to stick it through above the engine guard. There's a little access hole here. We're going to push that right over the bar. Okay, so on the bottom clamp here, we're going to take our screw and washer from the inside. We're going to go down and we're going to push this clamp up to it, just like that. Grab our nut. One more thing that you guys want to do before you get all this stuff buttoned up is go ahead and check your connection and check your function. So it looks like we're good there. We can go ahead and continue the install. Tighten these down. And then we are going to reinstall our outer trim piece here. So this little tab here is going to go inside here. Then this bottom lip you'll want in here. So the easier way to do it is to kind of come from the outside, install this in the slot. And then kind of push it towards the inside here. And again, make sure you're down low enough here. And just like that. Now on the inside, we're going to reinstall our screw that holds that in. Right, so from the inside here. Okay. All right guys, so when it comes to wiring, obviously in routing your wiring, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat here. We're just going to go ahead and take our alcohol pad, and the kit's going to come with some of these zip tie holders. We are going to clean off a little spot right on the inside of the lower fairing here. I like to put the zip tie, because we're working in a tight spot, I kind of like to put the zip tie on that first. And then we'll peel off the protective backing here. Yep, so we'll run our wire through the holder there and then snip off the excess. Okay, so now from this point forward, what we're going to do is zip tie this up right along the frame. So with your clutch cable, you guys may have to just kind of twist this to the inside a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and reinstall our clutch cable clamp back onto the frame. So then from here, we can go ahead and zip tie our wire right along the frame here and run it right up. Okay, and the last one we're going to go ahead and put on right at the top here. Kind of tuck the wire to the inside a little bit. And we'll go ahead and snip this off. Okay. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. I've already taken out the screw that holds our outer piece in place, so we'll go ahead and remove that. And what I'm gonna do is just set this down here, take our wire, go to the other side, and we wanna plug it in and check it. So right here, make the connection. Again, this is our right side, red for right. So we'll kick this on. Okay, so we got running and turn. All right, so now we can go ahead and finish the install on this. All right, so again, from the inside of the guard, starting with the bottom, go down. Okay, so from the back side with our bar clamp. Okay. The outside clamp. Just get these kind of snug here. So for the top piece here, the outside cover, we've got our slot here and our slot in the outside here. So we'll kind of go from the outside in a little bit of an angle. So yeah, then you got your screw installed, you got your outside piece is good. Now the only thing we got to do is come back to the bottom here, and again with the flat part to the bottom of the lower fairing, the angled part underneath the bar, slide this in, drop our screw down, clamp up on. So the last thing we got to do here is just button up our wiring. Okay, and again, we'll just throw a couple on the frame, running up along here. Okay, so back here at the connections, what we're going to do is push the electrical box with your connectors back into the frame. Yep, so just kind of work that box back into the frame, and then the gasket opens up like this here. So feed this stuff down as far as you can. Okay, so now that we have our wiring all tidied up inside the grommet here, we can go ahead and replace the OEM screw that holds your brake line brackets. Okay, and the last one is going to be our clutch cable. So we can go ahead and loosen this. Okay, we got that tidied up. Now we're going to break our gas tank free and drop it back down, throw the bolt in, tighten the rear up. Okay, and then lastly, here on the back, tighten this up, throw the seat on. All right guys, so there you have it. That's the install on our lower vented fairings. These are going to be offered again in over 150 OEM color matches. So go ahead, check them out at hogworks.com, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. See you on the next one.